Welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and this is square number 23. Now these are the colours that you need for this square. We've got the navy, vanilla, teal and the sunshine yellow, and that's the one that we're going to start with. So first of all, you make a chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you join that with a slip stitch to make a circle. And then we're going to, let's do this bit first. Slip stitch in to make a circle, there we are. And then we're going to make 15 trebles into there. So to start off, we do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, that's our first treble, if you like. So there'll be 16 altogether, including this one. And then we're going to do 15 into the ring, and I'm going to catch that bit there and work round it so that it's not a loose end. So you keep going all the way round, and 15's quite a lot to get into this small circle, so you may have to sort of push them round to make them all fit in. That's it. So the treble's the one where you do 1 yarn over, through 2, and then through the last 2. Keep going and I'll see you when you've done. So here I've done 15 trebles, and including that one at the beginning, that makes 16 all the way round. And then we're going to join that with a slip stitch. And this next bit is something that we haven't done before. The idea is that I'm going to make little loops all the way around. So you start off by making 3 chains. That's 1 to get up to the height of a double treble, and then 2. And then you skip the next stitch. That would normally you'd go into that one, but you go into this one instead, and you make a double treble there. That's without a yarn over a double treble. So you've got a little loop. Now we're going to do that again. So make 2 chains, then miss that one and go into the next one and make a double treble. And you do that all the way around. So 2 chains, skip that one, and then into the next stitch there. 2 treble, what am I saying? 2 chain, skip 1, double into there, and keep going all the way around. And then when you've done that, you can fasten off the yellow, because we're going to be moving on to the white or vanilla yarn. So here I've ended that round, and you've got little loops on the going round here, so each one's a 2 chain space, and I've trimmed my loose ends off, and now we're ready to join in the vanilla yarn. And you can join in any of those little spaces. There's one. So let's join in the vanilla yarn, and we're going to make a petal. Now the way they do the petal in this pattern is that you start off with, we just make 1 chain there to get yourself attached, and then we're going to do a half treble, which is through all 3, so that's a short stitch, and then a treble. So they're gradually going to get longer, so a chain, a half, a treble, and then a double treble. 1, 2, 3, oh, like that. So it's going up. And now we're going to come back down the other side. So we do going smaller, so a treble and then a half treble. That's all through all 3. And then a slip stitch, just like the chain there. So we've got a little petal. It's quite cute, isn't it? Now we're going to do one into there, the next one there. So we start off with our chain, and then a half double, a half treble rather, and then a treble, and then a double treble. I know all these names are confusing, but if you just remember that you're getting, the stitches are getting longer. So the half treble is that little short one there, treble, double treble, and then we're back down the other side again. So treble, half treble, and then a slip stitch. There! So we've got, that's 2 petals. So let's work some more. If you get caught out or you can't remember, just pause and rewind this bit of the video. So here's all our lovely white petals, and I've just done the last one there. And then for the next round I want to be up here. So to get there we're going to do a double crochet in that first space there. So double crochet into there, and then a slip stitch into the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're up to the top. So that's the top of the double treble that we did in that first petal. There we are. So now we're going to make a chain that goes all the way around, and each one's got 5 chains in. So I'm making 1 chain to get up to the right height, and then 5 on top of that, so 6 altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a double treble into the next, a double treble, no, a double crochet. I've got to get my words right. So a double crochet into the top of the double treble. Does that make sense? So then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going into the top of that tallest stitch there, and that's going to be a double crochet into the top of the double treble. So you do that all the way around, doing 5 chains and then a double crochet until you get to the end back here, and then we'll be able to fasten off the white yarn. Here I've finished off with the vanilla, and I've sewn the ends in and cut them off, and we're ready to start off with the teal yarn. So it's going to be a really nice, it looks a bit like a poached egg, doesn't it? But there you go. We're going to have some nice teal, and that'll make it look a bit more like crochet and less like an egg. So this is the round where we're going to make it into a square. So I join my yarn on there with a slip stitch and a little chain. And we start off with a 3 chain and then 2 trebles. I'll hold that end at the back. And then this is where it gets taller, so a double treble, two chain, and another double treble, so that will be the corner. And then 3 more trebles. So there's the corner, and now we're going to do 6 trebles to go along a side. So I'm holding that yarn at the back again. So we just do 6 along here, and then we'll do another repeat of the corner shaping in the next space. Let's see if I've got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we leap over to the next corner. There, I'm going to stop running that yarn there, and in the next corner we do 3 trebles and then the double trebles with a chain in between, just like you did in the one before. So then 3 trebles, 1 double treble. Oh, dropped it. That's the marvellous thing about crochet. If you drop your stitches, you've only got 1 to drop. Not like knitting, where if you drop your stitches, you spend the next half an hour picking them all up again. Another reason why we love crochet. And now 3 trebles on this side. And we've got another corner. So we've done 2 corners, a side and a corner, and then we're going to do 6 trebles here, another corner along the side there, another corner, and I'll see you back at the end of the 5th round, and we can join with a slip stitch there, and then fasten off the teal yarn, and then we're going to join in the navy. So at the moment it's all looking a little bit bobbly, but I'm sure if we straighten it out it'll start looking a bit more square like. There we are, that's better. So with the navy yarn we can join to any corner, so let's start here. There we are. Just going to hold that bit at the back and start off with 2 chains, and then it's a half treble in every chain along the side, so there should be 14 stitches. So let's start off with this one right here so that we don't miss one. Okay, so the half treble is this. You've done yarn over and then pull straight through all 3. So through there, yarn over, straight through all 3, holding that one at the back so that it works it in. So keep going all the way down the side, and then we'll meet up at the corner. At the corner, and we're going to do a treble and then 2 chains, 1, 2, and then another treble for the corner, and then we start off with our half trebles again down the side, remembering to go into that first stitch there, otherwise you won't have enough stitches down each side. And I'm holding this yarn along the back now, just to anytime you can do that is good, because it meets another end you won't have to sew in after, and when you've got so many squares there's going to be a lot of ends, so best to keep on top of it by doing it as you go along. So keep going down this side, and then another treble and chain in the corner. At the end of the last round of square 23, and we're going to join with a slip stitch to that first stitch and then fasten off, and remembering to label our square. Of course, I'm sure you've all been very good about labeling all your squares, and you'll show you a photo on the blog of what all of mine look like, because they look rather magnificent when they're all together. So I'll see you again when it's time for square number 24.